What's up YouTube? It's your boy Australia Duel Masters coming at you with this video. Today we are continuing our series of looking at the top 5 cards from each set. In our last episode we looked at DM-01, the base set. Today we will be looking at DM-02, Evo Crushionators of Doom. DM-02 Evo Crushionators of Doom was released on May 7th, 2004. It was released in conjunction with Shobu's Fire deck and Kokujo's Darkness deck, which were mono, fire and darkness starter decks. The Evo Crushionators of Doom set had 55 cards plus 5 super rare cards released in the set. There were 5 artworks on the booster packs. These artworks consisted of Ladia Bale the Inspirational, Crystal Lancer, General Dark Fiend, Bolzard Dragon and Barkwhip the Smasher. In DM-02, we saw the introduction of evolution creatures, which were defined as evolution, put on one of your creatures. Alright guys, now before we get into it, as I stated in the last episode, it'll be very tough to narrow down our top 5 cards in this set, and there will be some worthy cards that do miss out. I'm basing all of my decisions on card popularity, as in how often the card features in decks. For example, is it seen as a staple card? Next is how effective the card is in an array of situations and decks. And also how the card complements the deck, as in is it a critical card in order for you to win a duel? For example, any card with draw power effects would be deemed critical, as we all know how key draw power is in Duel Masters. Also guys, context is extremely important when we look at these cards too. When we review these cards, I want you all to pretend that this is the latest and greatest set out in Duel Masters right now. Forget about the latest sets which bring us better cards and effects. I need you guys to put yourself in the shoes of this set, as if it's the newest set out right now, because at the time of release, these cards were groundbreaking. The cards in this video are in no particular order of best to worst, or ratings 1 to 5. They are all great cards which have helped shape and form the TCG we know and love today. We kick things off with Magrus, Vizier of Magnetism. This card is great because of its draw power effect. When you put Magrus into the battle zone, you get to draw a card. Again, in Duel Masters, draw power is key. This card has gone on to become a staple card in pretty much every light deck. Next, Kirill. And Kirill is great because you can choose one of your opponent's creatures in the battle zone to be returned to the top of their deck. This is good because it prevents that creature from attacking you that turn, and it means you know exactly what card your opponent is going to draw in the next turn, which means you'll be able to prepare to counter it. Kirill has gone on to become a staple card in pretty much every water deck. Next we have Crystal Paladin. Now Crystal Paladin is a great card because once it hits the battle zone, you get to return all of your opponent's creatures that have blocker to their hand. There is also so many great Liquid People cards that you could evolve Crystal Paladin onto. Also, evolution creatures don't get summoning sickness, which means they can attack from the moment they hit the battle zone. We then have Fighter Jewelfang. Now this card is a great addition to most natured decks, as it allows you to put the top 2 cards of your deck into the mana zone once Fighter Jewelfang hits the battle zone. Fighter Jewelfang was awesome for mana acceleration. It was also a double breaker. There were so many great beast folks with good effects that you could evolve Fighter Jewelfang off of as well. Last but not least, we have Critical Blade. This card was fantastic and was a staple card in the meta game when DM-02 was released. The appeal of Critical Blade came from its shield trigger ability and its epic effect that you could destroy any one of your opponent's blockers without limitation or restrictions on its power. And guys, I just want to quickly throw out some notable mentions that were very unlucky to miss out, and those are Crystal Lancer and Rumbling Terrorhorn. Thanks for tuning into this video guys. I hope you thoroughly enjoyed this video and are looking forward to covering the next episode of this series with me. Please leave a like and a comment. Comment your top 5 below. Like I always say, guys, I aim to bring you guys the most exciting Duel Masters content on YouTube. I have tons of other videos planned as well, so please subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any exclusive content. Also, as always, a call out to my fellow Australians. If you're from Australia and have seen this video, please join our Duel Masters Australia Facebook group. As always, a link will be left in the description of this video. Thanks heaps, Duel Master fans. Australia Duel Masters out.